everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome to another Live with Blitsy. I'm Katie and this is Claudia.
Hi everyone.
We've got a great show in store for you today. We can't wait. We've got some Ken Oliver color burst techniques that we've never shown before. It was actually a request from Tuesday, right?
Yes. And it's amazing.
It looks
very excited
really
to show
good.
you.
So we're going to show you that. We have a giveaway with some of the new Queen & Company shaker card bundles that we have on sale today as well. And we've got another like paint swatch card. We've got some really great stuff in store for you. So let's first go over to Emily, who's manning the chat, and she's the one who mans the giveaway, so she'll tell you a little bit more about it.
Hey guys, it's Emily. I am here on the chat with you. Please let me know if you have any questions, what you're loving, if there's anything you want me to pass over to Katie and Claudia to see if they can get answered. We've got a lot of awesome, colorful stuff to show you today, so I'm really excited. To enter to win the giveaway, all you really have to do is just be here and participate. I'll pick a winner at the end of the broadcast, and you'll get a set of the Queen & Company Shaker Card exclusive bundle that Katie and Claudia are going to tell you a little bit about.
Very cool. So you're going to see that in a few minutes. We'll show you the bundle. It's got something different in it than the bundles than the shaker cards we've had before.
Yes.
So it's going to be
a little
awesome.
special extra included.
But first, you guys requested a special technique when we were live on Tuesday, and so Claudia's been busy and trying this out for you. She took the Dreamweaver embossing paste, right? That's what you have?
That's what I
with
have.
the Ken Oliver color bursts and did a little mixing action. So you're going to show us how that works, right?
Right.
Okay.
So this was the embossing paste that I used. There's also going to be a video showing what I did, but you get to see it live here. So we had talked about, embossing paste is so cool. It gives you that raised texture. It's so different from embossing paper, and you can mix it with a bunch of different things like paint and different color mediums. So someone actually mentioned maybe color bursts would look great in it. So I went ahead and did a test, and it's actually really, really awesome.
It looks so good. I actually sent it to Ken Oliver himself this morning. I sent him the video to show him, and he was like, oh, wow, I've never seen it done with multiple colors before. So you even went a step further with it.
Yes.
And, okay,
So,
let's do it.
So I'm going to do 3 colors today. You'll see in the video I actually used the entire line of the brights, of Ken's brights. But I'm just going to do 3 colors.
And we have all of the color bursts on special today as well. So I think some of those are linked below, but there's a whole Ken Oliver event happening right now where it has the craft mat, the mat boards, the color bursts, and all of that today.
So that you can just experiment. It all works really well together. Okay, so I'm going to use some lemon yellow here on one of these. And you just kind of tap it like you would when you were using it with water. But then you take the palette knife, and I have one here from Dreamweaver that there's that's in the promo as well.
Yeah, we were talking about that one on Tuesday also, if you guys were here.
So then I'm just gonna mix, and it kind of looks like icing.
It does. I kind of want to pick that up, but I won't.
You mix it up. I like it really bright and concentrated, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more.
So the more you add, the more...
Yes, the more you add, since you're starting with this, it's a white base, so the more you add, the brighter
it'll get. Very cool. So for anyone that isn't familiar with color burst, I think you probably all have heard about it from us at least a couple of times.
For sure.
But it's like a powder form watercolor, and you can tap it onto your paper, spritz it with water, you can use it with stencils. It's really amazing. So to see it kind of used in this form is awesome too, because it's just a different way to use the same type of product.
Definitely. And just like when you work with color bursts, in other formats, it's very, very reactive with water. So just be careful not to, have water spill on this, or it really will just all of a sudden start to combine. And you don't want to get muddy colors. So I just cleaned my palette knife between colors so that it doesn't...
Ooh, I like that green color.
Yes. This one didn't require a lot of powder at all, and it got very, very bright really quickly. So,
I like the way this is shaping up so far.
Okay, and so I'm going to add one more color. think I'll add maybe orange.
Sure.
It's just a few little.
So while you're mixing that, I'm going to check in with Emily. Has anyone tried this technique before? Are they excited because we're doing it from Tuesday Suggestions?
They're definitely excited to see this. Someone even said, like, wow, something that Ken hasn't seen before, something new to him. This is so pretty. As soon as Claudia did it the other day and showed me kind of the finished card that she'd come up with for the video, I was like, I want to do something with that. I want to do it with this stencil. I want to play with it. They're super pretty, super fun. I think everybody here is pretty much a color burst lover. If you haven't tried them yet, I'll make sure that I include a link in the chat, and they should probably be linked below so you can give them a try out. But definitely a technique to try because you're going to see this is amazing.
Okay, so now I have some of the watercolor cardstock here.
We're bringing back all the products we talked about on Tuesday. The cardstock, the stencils, it's all repeat.
It's all repeat. So so then you just place your stencil, and you can tape this down if you'd like. I kind of already got a sense for how it works, so I'm not going to tape it down right now, but you can tape that down. And then you just take your palette knife, and you want to add each color one at a time, but you want to add it in different areas. So I'm just going to put some yellow here and up here.
There's no really rhyme or reason,
No,
right? You're just choosing.
kind of adding a little bit of the color to all the different areas.
And if you missed it on Tuesday, this is going to actually dry like textured on your paper.
Yes.
So it'll be raised and hard on your paper over the stencil. So it's really cool.
It's really exciting technique because I had never seen this kind of like color and raise. You can't really get that when you do paper without, putting ink on the entire sheet. So then you're just going to add the second color. You do the same thing. You kind of just add little bits.
Now it's okay to overlap these?
Yes, it's okay to overlap because it's going to give you that really cool effect. And you'll see when I use the palette knife at the end. So then I'm just going to add, and I'm just kind of like slightly wiping the palette knife between colors. So, and then to eliminate too much blending, I just start with the lightest color first.
Okay.
And then work
It's a good little tip.
my way to the darker shade.
So this is the part that Ken has never seen. It's using the 3 colors at once with the
Yes.
stencil.
So then when you take your palette knife and you start to fill the stencil and kind of scrape off all the extra stuff. And you can go back and I missed a little bit of the area up here on the stencil. You can fill in any spots that you missed. Like that. Okay.
This is going to be so pretty.
But then you just like a squeegee, you just make sure that you...
Is it okay of these little spots, or do you want to cover it all?
I like to get it all even.
Okay.
And as you start to pull the embossing paste off the stencil, you'll see if you're missing any areas.
And the palette knife makes it really smooth over the
Yes.
stencil, which
It
is
makes
nice.
it just all blend really nicely. Okay. So then you see that when you pull off the stencil, you get this really
Wow,
cool...
that is so cool.
You get this really cool textured color burst effect. So that one's kind of like a sherbet-y mix there, but
I was trying to place it. It's sure.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
But I did a couple of other ones that for the video so that you can see here. This one I used all of the colors. So I just placed colors all across.
I love how bright and vibrant that is.
And you can see it might be hard to see on camera, but it does dry to like a hard, like a hardens a texture. I did another mix here with the roses, which is everybody here in the office, that's everyone's favorite stencil. So you can really get a cool effect. And just like working with color bursts on canvas or on paper, you get a different effect each time. So it's really cool because you never know what you're going to get when you're working with it.
I love this.
Yeah.
I'm so glad for you guys that you suggested we do this because it just is amazing. let's check with Emily. What does everyone think of this?
They are loving the results of this. It's so pretty. I'm sure that there's going to be people. Barb says that she's used the metallics before in the embossing paste, but I'm sure there's going to be way more people trying this technique out really soon because you just get such a stunning result. There's a couple of questions. Someone asked the drying time on this, which I know you talked about when we talked about the Dreamweaver paste more on Tuesday. It's about 30 to 40 minutes. 20 to 40, 30 to 40 is the amount of time that it's going to take your paste to set on your card. Obviously, I'm sure it varies based on the thickness of the paste that you've applied, but generally about 30 to 40 minutes is a good estimate. And then someone asked about using this with kids. Is it kid safe? We know that color bursts definitely are kid safe. Kids love them. They can play with them all the time. The Dreamweaver paste, I'm assuming that obviously it's going to turn a little frosting-like, so make sure that they're old enough to understand not to eat it because it looks tempting. But past that, do you have any recommendations or suggestions working with kids with this stuff?
No, it just says, that it contains, on the packaging it says, contains no material in sufficient quantities to be toxic, but it doesn't say non-toxic. So definitely you don't want to have them put it in their mouth, and it does harden fairly quickly, like Emily said, 20 minutes. So if you're working with kids that are really little and they're working really slow, it may not be best for them because you're not going to get the effect that this does. I would say it's for an older kid maybe.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. You can do this with more than just the embossing paste too. If you have other mediums at home, you can also try it with those as well. So it's not limited to just this one, but this just happened to be what we have available from the sale on Tuesday, what we were talking about, and this mixed really well with it. So very cool. We also are going to show the golden flow acrylics, right?
Yes.
Are you doing something similar with those, or what's this?
It's also going to be working with a medium, but it's a completely different technique. So
Okay.
it's not a stencil technique.
So let's jump into that one, which is our next subject is the golden flow acrylics. These are really, really, really vibrant, pretty colors. They got put on my desk a couple of mornings ago, and I was like, ooh, these just look so fun. So what did you whip up with these guys?
So I actually have a few little notes here of some things that I noted when I was reading up on them and kind of testing them out. So these are super, super high flow, meaning that they're really liquidy.
Yeah, you can actually hear the liquid. It's like juice.
Yes, it's the highest flow paint they have. So it's really great for putting it in like a spritzer, or if you want to, if you have like a refillable pen that you want to use, you can use it. It's almost like an ink.
Oh, how about with the splatter thing that we were using?
The splatter brush.
The Tim Holtz splatter brush that we showed on
That would
Tuesday. These would
definitely
go great
work.
with that.
So anything that you would maybe typically use ink for, you can use these paints, except that these dry like any other acrylic would. But a cool thing about their fluorescent line is that it glows under black light.
Ooh.
But it isn't light fast. So you do have to seal it. So it's kind of, so if you seal it, then you can't use it under black light, but then it will be permanent art.
Who has a black light these days?
I know. I don't know. And so then the matte kind, they're both, so the fluorescent and the matte kind are both the same consistency. So it's great because you can work with them together, and you get the really vibrant colors. So I'm gonna try this technique.
We have a ton of golden mediums on sale right now too. I think you're using the matte medium for this.
Yes. And just like any other mediums, sometimes if it's like a white base like this, when you mix the colors, it may kind of, not dull them, but it may make them a little bit more pastel. It's like adding white to paint. So you'll sell like with the color bursts. If you want to add more paint to make it brighter, you can do that.
Okay.
So I'm just going to spread some of this medium on here. And this is just a regular canvas. So you spread that on there. And then
Emily, is Carissa here today?
She is, I think. I'm pretty sure she is.
Carissa, have you used these? This looks right up your alley. We were talking about it this morning to see if, has Carissa used these at all?
Yeah.
We thought that she did a blog post with them, but I couldn't find it. Wasn't sure.
Having trouble opening it. Here we go. Just want to make sure.
Not even open yet. You're seeing
Yeah.
it for the first time. Have any of these been open?
I don't think so.
You're brave.
Yeah.
You're brave, girl.
Let's see. Sorry. That's what live TV is all about here. It's a secret ingredient.
I got the fluorescent for you. And I'll do this yellow one too.
Okay, so like we said before, it comes with this really cool nozzle tip that you can use straight onto your canvas. But when you drop
Ooh,
it
that's
on here,
super liquidy.
it's very liquidy. So you're going to kind of just drop it in different areas.
Are you going to do that with all the colors?
Yes.
Can I do some?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
So yeah, you can see, I mean, it is literally, it's like water.
It's very liquidy.
So what's cool, look how bright that fluorescent one is that when they start to mix, you start to get this like
Oh.
abstract bleed.
It's hard to stop.
Yeah. So it's a really, really fun way to just kind of create some abstract art.
Oh. I see where you're going.
And you can
It
see,
almost looks like tie-dye.
yeah, it does. It definitely does.
This is fun.
So if you want to do like a series and do like some quick wall art, this is a really, really fun way to do it.
So this is the matte medium, but if you want different consistencies, you can use some of the other ones as well.
Yeah, you can use some of the high gloss. I believe we have the high gloss as well on sale. So yeah, you can definitely mix it up.
So can you just paint with these as well?
You can. I saw actually someone who did a stencil technique. You can use it with a sponge or a dauber. You can use that with stencils. You can use it with a regular brush, like we said before. You can put it on, if you have an airbrush nozzle, you can use it with that as well. A lot of artists use it like that for some graffiti art.
Okay.
So it's very, very versatile.
Very cool. Do we have any questions, Emily?
Someone asked if you were using a stencil on this one. No, you're not, right? It's just free.
Just free flow.
Yeah.
People were commenting it looks almost therapeutic to just
does.
drop them on there.
It really does, because you can actually, you've seen a lot of that cool like drip art going around on Pinterest and that kind of thing. So you can actually just like, I don't know if you can see that on camera. Can you? You can actually just drip it like that. And you
Isn't
get
all
that,
art kind of therapeutic though?
and you get that really cool drip effect. So yeah, it's really fun to play with. And because it's using the matte medium, it actually will dry matte. So
Okay.
that's really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Are there any more questions, Emily?
Someone asked, what's the advantage of using this over like regular acrylic paints?
It's the consistency. So because it's so high flow and so liquid, you can use it in a bunch of different tools, as opposed to acrylic paint. You could never spray paint with it, or you could never do drip art with like the high body ones. It's basically the consistency.
Get different effects using
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
types of paints. Anything else?
I think that's it. Lori was commenting on the colors don't even, like, just using the stroke, the colors kind of even stay. They blend a little, but they still kind of stay on their own.
Yes, they do. You saw I had to actually go in there with the knife to get them to kind of blend. They kind of rest next to each other, especially when you're using the medium like that. So a lot of different things that you can try.
Barely even scratch the surface,
Yes.
right? It's just one little technique that we're doing here today, but there's a million things that you guys can try. Especially if you do any art journaling, you can just use these
definitely.
in so many different ways. So now we're going to move on to what I'm super excited about.
Yes.
You guys, if you've seen us talk about the Queen and Company shaker cards, you know that this is what gave me goosebumps at the CHA trade show.
We were all very excited.
And it's actually even gone one step further with what we have today. We have an exclusive Blitsy bundle that is like $19.95, I think, for 3 full shaker cards, 7,000 gems that you get with
Yeah.
it, and everything that you need to complete the shaker card, including a die.
A die.
So
which
let's
is the
pull
best
that
part.
out.
Yes,
This is
that's the best part.
so exciting. We're actually going to pull Megan the third up too. Come on up, Megan. Welcome back.
Hello, everyone. Happy
So-
Thursday.
Megan did a video that you'll find on the promo today talking all about this bundle. And so you made 3 cards, right?
Claudia made the 3. I made 1, and then I also made an extra one that I'll show you. Claudia actually showed you to not throw away your punched out pieces, so I made another card with some of those, so I'll show you that too.
Awesome. So
Swipe up a little here. So
yeah, we're gonna clean up our high flow acrylics really quick so we don't ruin our cards. But you guys are gonna then essentially see like 5 completed cards
Yes,
plus
lots
the
of
one that we're
cards
making
today.
here.
Yes.
And this is what we're giving away, this bundle. So
And you'll see how awesome it is because they give you all of the supplies, but you can really create completely different looks with it. So it's really fun.
I haven't even seen all their cards yet. So I'm excited. So Claudia, you're gonna make one live first,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
So here is the bundle. So it's like Katie said, it's exclusive to Blitsy. So it comes all packaged up nicely for you, and you get all of these awesome little,
Super bright colors.
yes, really fun. And actually, I made 3 cards. You'll see the 3 I made, and I still had some of these left over.
Yeah.
So you can really go to town and put as much as you want in there when you're making these cards. And then you get 3 different sets of the foam layers and the folded cards and the little acetate that you put on top to keep your sprinkles in there. And then this is the best part. You get this awesome die that goes with it so that you can really customize the front of it any way you like. So yeah, a lot of fun.
I think the die is worth like $19 in itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you get everything that you need to make 3 of them. So you'll see too that you could just make 3 of the exact same card if you wanted, but it's so easy to customize them and make them different that it's like, why not switch it up and do
Yeah.
3 fully different cards?
And with the die, you can match the gems you use with different paper for the cover of the card.
Yeah, there's so many different variables in this little kit that you can really kind of make it your own. So I'll let Megan do the honors. You can do the honors. So you just run it through any kind of regular die cutting machine that you have.
Don't be afraid of the cracking.
No, that's the sound of a new die. Awesome. Okay, so you can see that it has cut out the die perfectly for you, and you also get
Yes,
all
look
of
at
the
these.
little
I always say,
butterflies.
like, never
Yes,
waste anything,
never
so you
throw
can
away.
use these as embellishments, but this will fit perfectly over the front of your card, right? With
Yes.
Okay.
And
exciting.
yeah, so don't throw that away. Keep that for the envelope or another card if you want.
You can make these into the envelope seal.
Yes.
That'd be
Oh, that's a
cute.
good idea. See?
There's
While
so
you're
many
pulling
things.
that out, let's check in with Emily. Are they excited about this bundle?
I think they're
hope
really
so.
excited about this bundle. We know that we've shown the Queen & Co. shaker cards a couple of times on Live with Blitsy when we've sold them before with the more variety of the different things that they have to offer. But this one with the die I think is so awesome because even after you've gone through the 3 cards and created them, you still have this exclusive die that can be used for so many different projects. The butterflies, they've said, are so perfect for summer birthdays, perfect just to use over and over in different mediums. So I think people are adding this to their cart for sure.
Yeah, that's so true because you can still use it as the front cover of a non-shaker card if you
Right,
wanted,
yeah.
or you can just stack the butterflies as embellishments on another card. So this will be used over and over and over again. And that's what's so cool about this bundle. That's the new part is
Yeah.
the die.
And what's awesome is that they still give you the front of it that they've already pre-die cut for you. So you technically get 2 fronts. So you don't have to use the die with every card. You can use the white base that they give you, but it's definitely an awesome option. So there's just so many little things in this one little bundle that you can use to make tons of cards. So you want to take your foam layer and just pop out all of the butterflies, because these are your little windows that you're going to put your toppings toppings in.
So the butterflies are the actual shaker part of the
Yes.
card. That's so cool.
And once again, save these guys. You can do something with them. But yeah, so you're just going to peel up the back liner, like so.
And that's really, really thick. So the
It
quality of
is.
this
So
it
you'll
just feels
see
so nice.
How thick that foam is. So it's nice and sturdy.
It's gonna give you you'll see the finished cards, but it's gonna give you a really solid feeling card. An expensive feeling.
Yes. All right. So then you just go ahead and fill. So if you guys want to put some
Choose your
toppings in there
colors.
and
All right.
fill them up.
We'll all do the honors. So it comes with all of these. You get 7 colors, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 colors for a total of like 7,000 different gems.
Yeah, these can really go a long way.
Are we just mixing it however we want, or are
Yeah.
we doing?
Just adding.
I'm gonna add a little green up here.
Team effort.
Yeah. Hey, why not? I'm bringing that green theme throughout.
Very summery.
All right. So we've had some instances before where it can be very staticky, so let's see what happens here. Yeah, see, some of them stick to but that's okay, because you can just add more.
There you go.
All right.
Now are we literally just putting that top that we die cut out over this, or what do we have to do
No,
next?
so next you put on your little acetate layer that's included.
That's right. And again, they've thought of everything
Yes.
that's included in this, so you don't have to do any extra cutting or get any extra acetate or anything.
Nope.
This is all in the package when you get it.
So then you'll just put this on top. This is what's going to keep all of your little gems in place. Put that on top.
Like magic.
And then, see, now you get the shaker effect. And then you just lay your paper layer right on top.
And
that's
look,
it.
our gems
Love
match
it.
our paper. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The easiest shaker cards ever.
Yes.
Ever. Seriously.
Honestly, I messed this up once, and the reason I messed it up was I forgot to put this acetate layer on.
You need that on there.
It's like you want to get to a finished project so bad, so it's like you want to jump past that. But
Exactly.
Put that on there so that your gems stay in there, your toppings stay put.
But it's so easy to use. That's probably literally the only thing that you can mess up when you're making this.
Okay, before we show all of the finished cards that you guys have done, let's check in with Emily really quick. Who wants to win this?
I'm pretty sure everyone wants to win this set. Ashlyn 07, she just said, now I can do that.
Yes, you can.
This is the easiest shaker card you will ever make. They have thought of everything for you. And like Claudia said, keep all of the pieces. You can, like, from the die cut, the extra butterflies that are cut out, and then also the foam butterflies that have come out from your card. They're all ready to go perfectly together and use in another project. So you get a lot of projects out of this one set if you really stretch it. And like they've even pointed out, for the price of $19.95 for this whole set, the die is worth that alone, and the rest of the stuff is almost just a bonus. They definitely want some more exclusive Blitsy sets with Queen & Co.
I like it.
Yeah.
Make that happen.
I think the faster these go, maybe the sooner we'll get another one. So just keep that in mind while you're shopping today.
Very true. Okay, so we just adhered that top down here, so you can see there's your finished shaker card. Now you guys are gonna get to see all of the shaker cards. Remember, you get 3 full cards that you can assemble in the bundle. So Claudia, show us yours first.
So I created 3 different looks. So here I just used a solid kind of paper on the front there, so that you can see you don't always have to use a pattern. It could be a solid.
These cute little gems, that you added.
washi and stickers. And in this one, I only used blue. They're all blue.
Even though it's butterflies, it still has kind of a masculine
It does.
feel to
It
it.
definitely does.
You can pull off masculine with butterflies. I've never seen that before, but it works.
Definitely. You could do
Or graduation looks like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could do like a wood grain paper, even like we had talked about the other day.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. One minute.
Because I actually haven't even seen her cards, so this will be a surprise for all of us. And then this one, I had told you that it comes with the white base there. I actually used the base that they included in the kit on this one.
Just add details.
Yep, and it's a perfect canvas. You can just add details. I put the same washi that I put here. I actually put on the card first so that it kind of peeks through the butterflies there.
And I like white space. I know it can
very clean.
Yeah, it's very clean. I really kind of like it. And then the details are actually the fillers on the inside and just a little bit of washi tape.
And then the last one I did was kind of like the most traditional kind of like pastel springtime
Super pretty.
palette. But once again, this one I left the background white and I put a little bit less of the gems in there just so that you can really see them shake around. And then, yeah, just added some embellishments. As you can see, you can add anything that you have. I know all of us have an embellishment bin with little bits and pieces left from projects.
You tied some yarn on here
Yeah.
too. It's a nice little different effect than like normally I see you do the twine. So just a little extra texture there with yarn. So that's really pretty.
Yeah. So those are my 3.
Now Megan, let's see
And
yours.
So here's my original card that I made, and so I wanted to use all of the different, I believe you get 7
Yep.
colors. So I put each color in there, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of make it the rainbow effect. So here's my card for that.
So
And then not to throw away your punched out butterflies after you make your die, so I actually made a second card, and I
Oh,
put
that's
the
so
butterflies
cool.
in with the gems, and I made
So that's one of the pop-ups from
Yes,
Queen & Co. And then you fill it with the butterflies. That's
Yeah,
so
awesome.
creative.
So you can use the pop-outs to add in with your gems to make those part of the shaker.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
I love it. This is so inspiring because it really does. I know people love shaker cards and they can be intimidating. Do I need a tool? Do I need this? How do I do it?
Yeah.
And this is like, it's all there for you. And even the die.
I love shaker cards. They're becoming super trendy right now. So they're really popular. And I've done a lot of different techniques with shaker cards. This is by far the easiest and probably the funnest way of making shaker cards. So
Well, and because of the uniqueness of
Yes,
what you're actually filling in with
Yeah.
the shaker, it's not just a circle. It's
they're different
Yeah,
shapes,
different
different designs. Super fun.
Super fun. I love this. And what I really love, I know I mentioned it, is the quality of these. They seriously can't be beat. When we were at their booth at CHA, the largest trade show for the craft and hobby industry, I was walking around and I'm like picking them up and feeling them. And I'm like, oh, these are so nice. And then I realized it was the kit, and I'm like, okay. I brought everyone back. I know you guys have heard this if you watch all the time, but I brought everyone from Blitsy back to that booth, and I was like, this is it.
Yes.
And
We were all equally impressed.
like my gut was right because everyone is loving these.
Yeah. When we got the box of samples in the office, we were like, they're finally here. You know,
Yeah.
because they're so much fun, so easzy.
And now we have an exclusive
So many
bundle. So.
Yeah.
different combinations. So much fun.
So Emily, let's hear it. What's everyone saying?
I'm pretty sure they are all adding multiple sets of this to their cart. They loved all of the finished products. Like you really showed kind of the range of what you can do with just this one set. Like they're all the same basic design, but you can make them all so different. Someone asked, what's the final size of this card? Like if you're able, you could just put it in a regular envelope, right? Like it'd be a little thicker because the foam, but
It's a regular A2 card, so it's 4 and a
quarter.
quarter by 5.5. So yes, that's your footprint of your card.
And with the thickness, I believe it would fit in a normal
Yeah.
envelope, so it should be fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I don't believe it needs any extra postage or anything like that.
Are there any other questions?
I think that's it. I do want to make a call out actually. We have our 40% off coupons on the site that you're free to use every day, but if you use a 40% off coupon and this is the most expensive regular price item in your cart, it'll actually make it more expensive because it takes that 40% off the regular price of the item, which is $45. So this is already over 40% off. So if this is the most expensive regular price item in your cart, and don't use a coupon because it's already over 40% off.
Exactly. Good call out. The bundle is just already priced so crazy low that it's actually, when do you find that? It's better to not use a coupon. That tells you
exception.
how much of a deal we actually put these at. So that's pretty awesome. So again, we're going to be giving away one of these bundles, and before we do that, we have one more card we're going to show you. I think it was Tuesday that we showed the paint swatch project that you did.
Yes.
We posted that video on Facebook, and someone said, "That's awesome. Can you do a card with paint swatches?" And so I was up for a challenge. Megan was like, "Heck yeah, I can do a card with paint swatches." So the next morning she came in and whipped one up.
Yep, whipped one up. So this was the project that I made, and I absolutely love how this turned out. This is all made with paint swatches, and I used a paper punch, and I made this confetti look, which I love anything confetti. Super
I have a
fun.
question.
Yes.
Is it okay to just go and take all of these paint swatches? Do they care?
So
Because this is from like the hardware store, right?
Yeah, at
All the
Home
paint
Depot, like
swatches.
any
Yeah.
hardware store. I haven't had anyone say like,
mean,
don't do that, because
That's why they're there, right? So you can compare and.
so if
I was just
you
wondering.
take a couple extra, I don't think they'll say anything. So start collecting. And so, so these are all paint swatches. And then someone commented saying, like, are there any card ideas with paint swatch cards? And so I made this card right here, and I used blue, and you can see I made waves.
Cute.
So that was kind of a cute
How
thing.
did you just freehand cut those?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it was long like this, so I just cut it, made the waves, and overlapped them. And then this is a paint swatch too, to add a little bit of color there.
Oh yeah, and then
I-
it can match, right?
Yeah. And so you can use paint swatch cards. What are they called? Paint swatch cards. You can make
Paint swatch
for
samples.
Yeah, you can make like for Easter, you can cut these out with the ombre. You can make eggs for
seen
Easter.
that, yeah.
You can do balloons. There's a bunch of different things. So start collecting those.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but she's creeping into summer crafts.
Yes.
That means it's coming.
Yay.
It's coming
Yay.
soon.
Hope
This
so.
is water, whales, splish splash. I love it. We need the warm weather.
Yes.
So, all right. Are there any questions on this card, Emily?
No questions, it looks like, but you're definitely not the only person that has like gone in a hardware store and just kind of casually taken several paint samples. There are people, they do it all the time. Kalo says, take the kids with you. So
Perfect.
definitely some great ideas to use with those paint swatches that you're collecting, because they are a great, they're such a great item to use in your crafts because they're already coordinated for you.
Very cool. And I love like looking at this one, all the different colors. It's like making me motivated. Like, we need to paint this wall. What color? Let's pick one of these. Let's do it.
Also, what's really great is that you actually don't probably have to hoard that many per project because you get 4 different shades on each strip. So
True.
Ombre, which is super cute.
yeah. And I
True.
love how you use this as like a built. You didn't do anything. You just kind of cut it in half like this. Not like that. That sounded bad. But, you were very smart, and you just used it as little borders. I love that.
Yeah, so super easy. So lots of ideas for using all those cards.
I love it. So I think that you guys are probably already buying these Queen & Co. Shaker card bundles, but you get 3 in the bundle. 3 more wouldn't hurt, because I'm sure you've got 3 more cards you want to make. We have the giveaway happening right now, so I'm going to go to Emily. Who's our winner, and how did you decide on who the winner is?
Before I do the winner, I want to give a call out to a special fun event that we are doing tomorrow. Sometimes you catch us live here every Tuesday and Thursday. We were also live sometimes on Periscope and on Facebook. Tomorrow, around probably 11 to 11:30 a.m. Central Time, we're going to be doing a special Facebook Live. We're going to be dressed in our Kentucky Derby finest, and we will be drinking some mint juleps and crafting our own fascinators for the big day. So make sure that you join us live so you can learn. We have a video on our Facebook page right now about how to make your own DIY Kentucky Derby fascinator hat, but we're going to be crafting them up tomorrow, so tune in so you see all the different styles that we create and maybe learn a new mint julep recipe. Make sure you join us at facebook.com/blitzycrafts. Now, the winner for the Queen & Co. Shaker card set, I decided that I was going to pick someone who's here with us today who said she never tried a shaker card before, and I think you need to get into it. So Katie Casey, you are the winner of the Queen & Co. Shaker card bundle. It'll go great with your new die cutting obsession. And just email support@blitsy.com to claim your prize, and we will get it sent out to you.
Congratulations, Katie! I like your name. Very fun. I can't wait for our Facebook Live tomorrow.
Yes,
We're
it's
doing
gonna
a
be so fun.
Derby party. We'll have a mint julep recipe that you'll actually want to drink.
Yes.
Because I think the regular one is like
a little loaded.
a little bit low. But we're also going to be showing how to make a DIY derby hat. So if you're going to a derby party or just watching it from your couch and you want to do something fun, Claudia's going to show us all how to make those. So make sure you join us tomorrow on Facebook, and then we'll be back here on Tuesday at 10 o'clock, our regular time. So thanks for joining us. Thanks, girls, for all of your great projects. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.